Hey everybody, this is Nick. Today we're going to talk about left aligning your bar chart labels. And this trick comes from a colleague of mine, Nolan Haims at nolanhaimscreative.com. I'm going to link to the video that he posted below. Also, a really great resource that you should get. I have a couple copies here, but go and get his resource, the Better Deck. It's a really cool deck of cards at thebetterdeck.com and gives you tons and tons of ideas for how to get away from bullet point slide designs. It will be the best gift that you get for any designer in your life. So again, I have a couple copies and I think that you should get some too. But I want to show you this trick that he showed me when we were going back and forth on thinking of ways that you could better align your chart labels or have a little bit more flexibility if you wanted them to be left aligned instead of sort of the standard default right alignment. Now, you can see here in PowerPoint, this is just the standard bar chart right here for some employee engagement survey results. Sometimes those have pretty long survey items like this. Right now, these all fit on one line, but what if they went to 2 lines? Maybe we would want this to be left aligned. If we go up to the paragraph menu right here, we all know about these align buttons, the left, center, and right. If I do that on a bar chart like this, you can see that actually the labels just stay centered. They go up, they go down. So you can't do it like that. In the old days, we used to be able to open the paragraph styles launcher right here, and under alignment, we could fix this. Right now it's set to right alignment. I could set it to left alignment and click OK. On this chart, it doesn't look like it did anything, but the reason why is because in this area, in the item, in the label area right here, this label box, this label right here, I see a clear link between my work and the company's goals. That's all the way over already at the left border. And so everything is going to all the labels are going to left align, but only to that the longest labels point right there. So if I were to go ahead and adjust the size of this chart, let's squish it a little bit more. Now you can see that there is some left alignment applied in those labels, but it's really wonky. It's not actually left aligned, and everything should really just go over to that left axis of orientation right there, but it really doesn't. So I'm going to undo this. And we'll just keep those in that left alignment if we wanted to. If we wanted to go back and just default it to the right alignment, we could also go back and do that. Now, the trick that Nolan used was a pretty inventive trick. We've done a lot of different things before to try and do this, but what he did is he copied this chart. So we're going to go ahead and right-click and just click on copy. Let's go to a clean slide right here. Instead of pasting the chart in as a chart, we're going to paste it as an SVG image. So go to Paste Special right here, and then under this menu, click on Picture SVG. So I'll click OK, and now this gives me a chart, but you can see it's not an active chart. It's actually a picture. It's a graphic. And since it's an SVG, we know that it's made up of lots of shapes and text boxes. So we can go ahead and ungroup this. So right-click, ungroup. You're going to get this pop-up window. Just click on Yes. Now ungroup it one more time. And now you can see it breaks up into all of its component parts. Now, I don't need any of the bar chart shapes, so I'm going to delete those. But you can see here, these are just individual text boxes. I'm going to keep them in their exact same distribution vertically. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and highlight all of them. And let's go ahead and just use our arrange tools to left align them. And now we'll left align them. Control G to group. I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Control C. We'll go back up to my chart here. I'm going to go ahead and just delete my labels. You can see it stays nice and clean right there. And now Control V to paste. Now I need to just do a little bit of nudging to get them into place, but you can see now I have some pretty nicely spaced bar chart labels there. And if I wanted to work with this individually, I could do that too. So let's use some pre-attentive attributes here. Let's use color to highlight one of the very interesting pieces of data. So what I'm going to do first is make all of the bars gray. So let's go ahead and just fill all the bars with a normal gray. And let's say that I want to provide some action, some visual action to this item down here. I feel valued in this organization. Less than half of our respondents agreed to this statement. So I think that's a pretty important thing to point out to our CEO here. So we're going to go ahead and update the color for that. Let's make that blue, and then we'll isolate the chart. This one bar right here, we'll update that to blue as well. And now I think this is also a really nice use for Nolan's trick to highlight one bar and one label. So in a bar chart like this, you can always isolate one bar and you can color them different, make them different colors as you want to, but you can't isolate the item label and just make that one bold or blue unless you do some other some hacking behind the scenes and maybe add a scatter plot or something like that to this. So this was a kind of an inventive way that I thought we could do to really isolate one bar and the label and use it like that. Now, if you're not a fan of the left aligned labels, you don't have to keep them. We can just ungroup them. And then let's go ahead and use our arrange tools to align to the right. And now I'm just going to go ahead and make sure to nudge those over a little bit. We can just group them, keep them nice and clean, and you have a beautiful bar chart with either right aligned labels or left aligned labels. You have some flexibility now with this really cool trick from Nolan. So thanks again, Nolan, for this trick. Again, go over and check out nolanhaimscreative.com. Lots of resources there. He has a great goodies page of downloads, and then also, of course, the betterdeck.com. You're going to want that deck of cards. So I'll see you all next time. I had a great time making this for you. Make sure to like this video too. Hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it. You'll get notified every time I post a new video in data design, usually PowerPoint, Excel, or Word. See you all next time.